The first year I moved out of the middle school and into an elementary school, I was asked to teach math, science, and writing. Teaching children writing was something I enjoyed. I personally love to write and I love to hear what children have to say. The only thing that stressed me out was grading and trying to conference with everyone. Our school adopted the Foursquare method of writing. Since that year, we went through several writing programs, most notably the following: Collins Writing Program, the Sixth Street Writing Program, and the Lucy Calkins Writing Program. In all cases, I used the same template, but just with the programs that we were given. This is basically a graphic organizer in which each box represents a paragraph in a 5-paragraph essay. At this point, I'm going to pause and mention that I teach different writing styles ongoing in my classroom, with a 5-paragraph essay being one of many different kinds of writing. On a side note, list making is my favorite style of writing. This is probably why I like the Foursquare template, because it's basically creating a list inside of 5 different boxes. The original template was designed like this. The idea is that the topic sentence goes in the middle and the supporting details get put into the 3 boxes, with the conclusion being written in the last box. I modified the template to work with my students a little bit better, and I always refer to this as the modified Foursquare template. Students were still struggling, so I created a writing formula to help them out. At this point, some writing experts are cringing about the use of formula. Formulas are bad, it squashes creativity and voice. I want to point out that the whole structure of a 5-paragraph essay or academic writing is a formula. First paragraph, intro, supporting ideas, and then you have a conclusion. So the whole thing is a formula. Don't worry, writing experts, I still talk about voice, conventions, and sentence structure, but within the structure of this format. I developed a formula within the Foursquare that I taught my 4th graders. I needed students to see that if they approach academic writing as a formula where they plug in their parts, that writing 5 paragraphs was easy. Since introducing this, there's been less stress on students, and it has streamlined my grading. If you didn't follow the formula, go back and redo it again. Here's the formula. First, they have to put an arrow in each block, which means you have to indent. The first block is the intro, which is normally a wow, hook, or question sentence. I make them start it with have, and they have to repeat the topic. So, have you ever had a favorite restaurant? Then they move on to the second sentence, which is an I statement. I do, and it is the Golden Corral. Once they move on to that, they go on to the third sentence, which is why, and give me 3 reasons. So in this example, it is going to be why I like the Golden Corral is because of their food, their pricing, and their desserts. Once they have all 3 of those sentences written, they've completed their first paragraph. They skip the next 3 boxes and write 1 through 5 for 5 sentence starters. It starts with, as you can see, 1 reason, another reason, the final reason, and then I hope, I wish, I dream. Now we're ready to move on to the 3 boxes. They're going to take the transition words, one, another, and final, and put them in those 3 boxes. So each paragraph starts with a transition word. So 1 reason or thing, another reason or thing, or final reason or thing, which helps transition the reader as far as their ideas go. Once they've done that, they're going to take their 3 ideas and make sure they put them in the right order. So if they said food first, they have to put the food in, dessert second, and cost third. And they're going to put some bullet points under, and this is where the list comes in. So what are the food they like? What are the desserts they like? Why is cost so important to them? And they're just going to put 1 word or a few words that'll help them jumpstart their sentence writing. I do not at any point want them to write full sentences inside of this Foursquare. It is designed to be a graphic organizer, so they need to dump their ideas quickly, and we do talk about that. So once they have this completely filled out, we can use all the information within this graphic organizer now that we can write a pretty coherent 5-paragraph essay, which is coming up next. So now the students start writing, and they basically take in what's in block 1 and they give it their first paragraph, so they have I and why. The second one is 1 reason, and then they start expounding on their reasons why they like it, so they have to make nice complete sentences with vivid vocabulary. They go to the next one, which is another reason why I like it, and again they flesh out their little bullet points. Then the final reason why they like the Golden Corral, and again they write about that. The last paragraph is their concluding. So as you can see, I really like the Golden Corral. One reason is because of this, another reason because of this, and the final reason is because of this. Their last sentence is, and I hope, I wish, I dream statement, and that wraps it all up for the reader. So I hope I get to eat there tonight. I wish I could eat there every night. I dream of one day owning the Golden Corral so I could eat there every night. So one of those they would choose, not all three, and that wraps it up. How I mentioned it in the classroom is basically they have to complete each paragraph and then go see me for a check. I send them back, they go work on the second paragraph, and they go see me, etc. Don't get discouraged. As the weeks go by, it gets much easier and you become much happier. Don't forget that you still work on things like voice, sentence structure, and conventions, all within this framework. I've used this strategy in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade with lots of success. Thanks for watching. For more teaching tips, go to my website at www.sciencenotebooking.blogspot.com.